Hi there, I hope you're well. The Shigga Da Boom drum fill is a must-know for every drummer, and you'll have heard it a million times. Literally everyone uses this lick. It sounds great, it's fairly simple to do, and it's really versatile. In this video, I'm going to break the pattern down for you if you've never tried it before. I'll show you some exercises to help develop your flow, and finally I'll show you some fills that you can try, all using the Shigga Da Boom. There's also a free PDF download in the description with all of the exercises from this video. So if you're ready, let's get into it. So the Shigga Da Boom drum fill is made up of 4 notes: right, left, right, kick. It's usually played in a triplet context, which we'll get into in a moment. But let's start off by playing this pattern as nice even 16th notes between the snare drum and the kick. Make sure the kick drum on the end of the pattern is spaced correctly. You might find that as you start to play this pattern faster, and even more so when we play it in the triplet form, that your kick wants to follow the right hand and you end up squashing those last 2 notes together, or even playing them at the same time. So you only hear 3 notes instead of 4. So start off nice and slow and keep it really clean. Make sure your right foot is moving upwards as you play the 3rd note on your right hand to keep those 2 notes separated. Now let's take the same 16th note pattern and sweep it around the kit. First right hand on the snare, left hand goes up to the rack tom, the next right hand on the floor tom, and the final note on the kick drum. Practice this again in sequence as 16th notes and focus on the consistency in both your timing and your dynamics. Try to develop a good flow as you repeat this pattern around the drums and make it feel good. Now to make this pattern into a Shigga Da Boom, we need to play the first 3 notes as 16th note triplets, with the kick playing the 8th note on the end. The 3 notes played by the hands being the Shigga Da and the kick being the boom on the end. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Shigga Da Boom, Shigga Da Boom. If we start this pattern on the downbeat, this will place the kick on the offbeat or on the 8th note. Quite often though, you'll want the kick to land on the downbeat. So if we displace this pattern by an 8th note, the kick now lands on the 1, with the hands starting on the offbeat. Shigga Da Boom, Shigga Da Boom, Shigga Da 1, Shigga Da 2, Shigga Da 3, Shigga Da 4. Now that you're comfortable playing those 2 variations, let's try those in some fills. If you start the fill on the and of beat 2, the kick will now land on beat 3, which sets you up to accent the snare and crash on beat 4, which is a great way to set up getting from beat 4 to beat 1 of the next bar. If we start the fill on beat 4 of the bar, the snare remains on the backbeat, so we can use this fill without disrupting the groove too much. If you want to create more space at the end of the bar to really break things up, start the fill on the and of 3, so the kick lands on beat 4, and this gives you a whole quarter note before you enter the next bar. Try doubling the pattern up with the first Shigga Da Boom on beat 3, followed by another one straight away on beat 4. Now let's add a flam on the snare drum 1/8 note before the fill to give it more of a pronounced setup. And you can repeat this flam Shigga Da Boom to create a longer phrase. Displacing the same phrase by an 1/8 note can give you another variation on this idea. And you can move it around within the bar even more to fit 3 Shigga Da Booms in the same bar. And that's the Shigga Da Boom drum fill. Take it away, practice it, get creative with it. It's a super handy drum fill that you can use in all sorts of situations, and it's loads of fun to use. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget your free PDF download in the description of all the exercises in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.